If the world ended tomorrow, would you be happy with how you've lived your life? Would you have done yourself justice, or would you have just let it pass you by? Over the next 2 one-hour episodes, I'm going to give one unsuspecting person a second chance at life by creating the end of the world. Welcome to Apocalypse. Before creating the apocalypse, I need to find the right candidate. Someone who currently leads a self-centered existence and takes his life, his friends, his family, and material comforts all for granted. I'm hoping he'll be able to learn from the meticulously crafted experience I'm going to put him through. And by taking everything away from him, I hope to make him recognize the value of what he has. To set my plan in motion, I sent out a tweet last spring asking for volunteers to take part in a new unspecified show. Over 8,000 replied, out of which hundreds were put through a series of rigorous tests and interviews designed to highlight certain aspects of their personalities. Through this selection process, I've identified one candidate who seems to fit the bill perfectly. 21-year-old Stephen from Buckinghamshire. I've chosen him because his character makes him particularly suited to this project.
I'm lazy, I'm more or less irresponsible. No point in me trying as hard as I can and then going to fail. I've never put my head down and just done what I want to do.
Stephen's also independently assessed by a psychiatrist as being robust enough for what lies ahead. He's also tested to check that he's suggestible, as I will need to put him to sleep at 2 key points during the programme when I need to move him from A to B. This suggestibility also allows me a safety measure, as it means I can use hypnosis to bring him down if either I or the psychiatric team that will be watching him ever feel he's reacting too adversely. If that does need to happen, we will include it in the show. In order for this to succeed, it's essential that Stephen has no idea that he's been selected. As a result, he's been told that he failed the audition. Several weeks have gone by, and it's time to put the plan into operation. I want to observe Stephen going about his daily life to get a real sense of who he is. So with the help of his family, my crew is installing 19 hidden cameras in and around his house. He mustn't have any idea that he's being filmed. Currently in a dead-end job, Stephen lives at home with his parents, older brother, and sister. Having secretly watched him for several days, it seems Stephen is stuck in a rut but lacks the motivation to do anything about it. I want to find out what it's like being around Stephen from his friends and family.
Stephen takes things for granted. He takes life for granted. He takes everybody for granted.
She cooks the dinner for him. She tidies up after him. She does his washing for him.
Fruit, sir? Sir, like fruit? It's always a chore to get anything out of him. To me, he should be a man and he should be more grown up.
Stephen can act like a stroppy teenager still. Mum and Dad might be sitting down watching TV and he'll come in and just change the channel. They are supportive parents at the end of the day. They're looking out for his best interests. So I don't know why he's not as grateful.
Every fight is the same, isn't it? No, every fight is the same. That girl the other day wanted to get married. It is quite upsetting, and I'd love him to change his attitude. I'd love him to appreciate me. I'd love him to love me more, because sometimes I feel he doesn't love me.
Stephen's home away from home is the local pub where he spends most of his evenings.
We all call him 2-Pint Brosnan, because he can't really handle his drink. He
can't really can't.
Yeah, he really can't. A lot of the time that turns him into a big liability.
To see Stephen in full flow, I got one of his mates to film him on a typical night out.
We sort of take it in turns of looking after him.
Got a rota.
Yeah.
9 till 12 is me.
Yeah.
12 till 1. That's the worst time. Does he appreciate what you guys do for him?
I hope he appreciates it. Doesn't really say anything.
Stephen's had several jobs, most of which his mum's found for him, and none of which he's stuck at for very long.
He's been a gun safe maker.
He worked at Heathrow, like...
Oh, yeah, doing
as a what did he call it? A jam buster, he called it. Worked at Domino's.
He got trained to be an oven cleaner.
He's done one oven so far.
I'm not leaving here now!
He's not fighting hard enough to make the best of himself.
Having secretly filmed him for 4 weeks and talked to the people closest to him, I've established that Stephen can be selfish and lacks a sense of responsibility and drive. Most of all, he needs to develop some compassion towards his friends and family.
Hello, how you doing? I'm good.
So while he's out at work, I'm going to try and find clues about how to best help him by snooping around his room.
This is the room of somebody who doesn't have a lot of order or control over their life. This is essentially the room of a teenager. Stephen's in his 20s, but he is the youngest of the family. So he's grown up being treated as the youngest in the family and hasn't quite made the move away from that now. People need to find their own role models and authority figures. I found this on the shelf. It's a book called How to Be a Mind Magician, which makes my heart go out to him. You get into magic, really, because you want to impress people, and you only want to impress people if you don't feel impressive yourself. I know all this because obviously I've been there myself. Stephen is, in my mind, symptomatic of a general malaise where people feel a sense of, I guess, entitlement. When we take things for granted, we forget to desire the things that we already have, and that's really what this is about.
The Stoic philosopher Seneca recommended learning to do this by mentally rehearsing the loss of everything you value, such as friends, home and family, to make yourself appreciate them more. I'm going to go one step further with Stephen by really taking away everything he has. In order to do this, I'll make him believe the world has ended. But first, he needs to believe that the apocalypse is imminent and that a potentially catastrophic meteor shower is on a collision course with Earth. The first stage is to hack into his phone so that I can place fake news stories on websites that he uses. Stephen's brother Barry has volunteered to sneak into his bedroom in the middle of the night to steal it.
How was it? I got it. So it was all fine. It was pretty intense trying to sneak into someone's bedroom in the middle of the night, but... And it was all smooth, he didn't notice you, you weren't aware of any... Every sort of breath and shift he took was quite unnerving. And this morning, what happened this morning? This morning he was just really confused. Yeah. Where did you sit? I have no idea. He's actually on the sofa and that. He's in the house somewhere. I thought he would be quite angry that he couldn't find his phone, but he was just up and down searching every nook and cranny. But I just had to reassure him that I'd remember the phone being in the house and it wasn't out. That is important, because the danger is that he either tries to block this if he thinks it's stolen, or that he comes home at lunchtime and tries to look for it again, which is a worry because that won't give us enough time to do what we need to do. But we've got somebody stationed up by his work who will let us know if he does try and leave. I need to take this through to Ben, who is our hacker. We need to go and make this do what we want it to do. Thank you so much. No problem. All right, cheers.
Ben is a top technology whiz kid who gets paid by big corporations to test the security of their communication systems. He's agreed to come to Stephen's house while he's at work and hack into his phone for me. Ben won't let me stay in the room to observe his hacking secrets, so I've left him to work his magic alone.
Hi Ben.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Yeah, not bad.
Are you nearly done, or?
Yeah, pretty much there. Just doing a little bit of tidying up now. I can show you some cool stuff that we've actually been able to achieve. Grab hold of that, press the button on the phone.
It's okay.
There we go.
Oh, wow. So you've got on the screen what his phone does. So if I open that, will that open on the screen as well?
It will indeed. Everything's real time.
Okay, so we can now see what he's doing on his phone.
We can.
How have you actually done this?
I guess we can call it a man-in-the-middle attack, if that helps.
Okay, what does that mean?
So it means instead of having his data go from A to B, we're now being man-in-the-middle C and causing everything that he does on the phone to go via us. Because of that, we can see it and we can interact with it.
Excellent.
This means that I can now make my own made-up news items appear to be on legitimate websites that Stephen uses.
So these are all real stories, and this one here is a test news story.
It is indeed.
About a kitten.
This is first steps towards intercepting the stories. You can see we can replace our own content, our own pictures.
And that just sits there within the news app.
As if it's supposed to be there.
That's fantastic. And this now allows us to ratchet things up a little bit, and we can start to feed these stories into his life.
For good measure, we've also hacked into Stephen's computer, and I can feed news items to his family's phones too. So with that done, it's time to let him find his mobile again. Now that I can effectively control the information that Stephen is accessing, I can start to introduce the idea that the world could end. And to do that, I'm going to create a meteor strike that could wipe out civilization. Conveniently for me, there's something called the Perseid meteor shower that can be seen over Britain every year. I'm going to use this natural occurrence to plant in Stephen's mind the idea of a possible sudden impact. To start with, I'm going to control what Stephen hears on the radio, and I've enlisted the help of his favourite XFM DJ Danny Wallace and newsman Matt Dyson. In this live broadcast, they're discussing end-of-world prophecies.
And then I saw a gentleman who wasn't as happy as me, and he had a sandwich board on. Yeah. The end of the world is nigh. Oh. Well, it's a bold move, isn't it, to have a sandwich board saying it? And you have all these people who say that 2012 is going to be the end of who was it?
Like a Mayan prophecy, wasn't it?
I mean, they were always saying that 2012 would be the end of the world.
I don't think the end of the world could happen. No, because Mayans didn't predict the end of the world. That's just when their calendar ends. What happens when their calendar ends? They start all over again.
It's important that whatever information I feed to Stephen is credible, so I've arranged to meet scientific guru and TV astronomer Mark Thompson to persuade him to take part in my plan.
We'd love to include you in some TV shows. We're going to kind of piggyback on some TV that we know he watches. And are you happy for us to do this, for us to put you into these programmes and have you as an expert talking?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a fantastic idea. It's great fun. Yeah, let's do it.
With Mark on board, I've arranged for him to be a guest on a specially recorded edition of Channel 4's Sunday Brunch, in a segment where he'll be interviewed by presenters Tim Lovejoy and Simon Rimmer. Using our technology, this segment will be shown only on Stephen's TV and will be used to feed him his first lie, that the very real phenomenon of the Perseid shower is masking a larger, more dangerous set of meteors that could be heading for Earth.
We're also just coming out at the end of the Perseid meteor shower, which happens every August, and the Earth has gone through the orbit of Comet Swift-Tuttle. But we have found there's actually another clump of material which we didn't know about, which looks like it's got some larger pieces of rock there, and so we will see a secondary peak, which we don't ordinarily get. But the question is simply how big they are.
Any virus issues?
They burn up in the atmosphere, or whether they'll actually land or not.
Are there any virus issues?
Some scientists think that there are bacteria living on some of these pieces of rock.
In theory, could we all be wiped out?
In theory, could we all be wiped out?
In theory, yes. but
I'm laughing again.
And to back up the information in Mark's interview, I'm sending faked articles about the second meteor shower from credible websites to Stephen's hacked mobile.
This will be on the NASA website, which we know he looks at. Neowise finds 3 large fragments of Swift-Tuttle. And this finishes, it'll take a few more days of observation to understand if the rocks are a real threat to Earth or whether they will fly harmlessly by. So the sense of threat is just slowly being seeded, and I can enable that one by doing that. Got a NASA one as well.
It's a NASA website.
Top stories.
Is it? I'm sure you didn't know, yeah.
Surely though, if someone like NASA's talking about it, it must be something genuine.
I am going to place a fake tweet on his timeline. I'm going to
tweet as Professor Brian Cox, whom he follows. So it will look like Brian has tweeted this. Apologies, Brian, if you're watching this. I hope you don't mind. Looks like we are headed for a major asteroid hit! Exclamation mark. That then is sent. Good. It seems Stephen is finally beginning to absorb the information I've been feeding him.
The Perseid's meteor shower was just like the first one. They said there's going to be another one, but apparently the meteor's going to be a lot bigger.
Is it?
The end of the world is rapidly approaching for Stephen. Now he needs evidence that the rogue meteors are coming close enough to Earth to start causing problems. Once again, XFM's Danny Wallace and Matt Dyson are on hand to lay the groundwork. Stephen's dad drops him off at a cafe where he can hear the fake broadcast.
Talking about the meteor shower, of course, and the effect it's having on magnetism and static. Thankfully for me, it's more your area than mine to bring the mood down.
Well, what, the Civil Aviation Authority?
Yeah, we should probably
seriously saying, right, they won't be able to communicate with planes if it carries on. There's some disturbances and stuff with air traffic control.
Following the XFM item about unexpected magnetic disturbances, I've decided to create some of my own. Stephen and his family are beginning to encounter problems with the television and their phones.
Oh, no. What the bloody hell's going on?
How many times has that been?
It's been about at least half a dozen.
Oh, fucking hell. And again.
Done it again.
The next day, Stephen gets into his van, ready to go to work. Unknown to him, his dad, Mick, has secretly taken out the fuse of the starter motor.
Yeah, the van's not starting.
Hey?
The van's not starting.
Mick calls a mechanic whom I have briefed. He's been prepped to say that the problem with the engine is caused by the meteors.
I've come across a few at the moment. This is the ECU, basically, it's a computer. And they can be influenced by things in your surroundings.
Okay.
I was talking to a friend of mine, he's a radio ham.
Oh, really?
And he said it's all something to do with this, something in the atmosphere. They've had all these meteor showers and stuff.
I've heard about the Perseid's meteor shower. That was. Like...
Yeah. I think it's all connected.
Yeah.
It's all going to happen. Let's give that a go anyway. Hey!
It looks as if the drip feeding of information to Stephen about the impending meteor strike is finally paying off. He's beginning to believe that it really is possible. So with Stephen now fully prepared, the time has finally come for the apocalypse. It's also the day before Stephen's birthday, and I've asked his brother Barry to tell him they've got tickets to see one of his favourite bands, The Killers, perform at a private gig at a secret location miles from anywhere. Stephen doesn't realise they'll never arrive. 6 members of my crew, armed with hidden cameras, are covertly tailing Stephen and Barry, and they take the opportunity to drop in a few final hints about the impending apocalypse. Stephen will be travelling to the concert in a specially chartered coach rigged with hidden cameras. He has no idea I'm on board or that all his fellow passengers are actors.
The key thing about today is I just need you guys to be as natural as possible. He needs to be convinced that you guys are going to a Killers concert with him. I'm going to sit you all down in certain seats and kind of give you your setup. So some of you might be a couple, some of you might just be groups of friends. My role on this is that as soon as that guy arrives, I'm basically the PR person for the concert. So enjoy it and just go with it.
As he steps on the coach and begins his journey, he's unaware that further magnetic disturbances will soon cause it to break down, and his end-of-world adventure will begin. Stephen is on his way to a 1,000-acre former nuclear weapons site that we've rigged with over 60 hidden cameras, 150 microphones and 2,000 meters of cable. A cast and crew of more than 250 people have devoted thousands of hours in the preparation and execution of this project. It is vital that Stephen has no idea he's being filmed.
Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on here, something's wrong with the engine.
Maybe we should get comfy.
We're interrupting this programme to bring you a special news announcement. Here's Matt Dyson.
A statement from the government has been released saying that a meteorite collision with Earth is imminent.
This is a statement from Cabinet Office Briefing Room A for the attention of all citizens of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The meteor, Swift A, is predicted to collide with the British Isles imminently. A short while ago, Parliament declared an official state of level 3 emergency. The overwhelming likelihood is that communications networks will be severely disrupted, if not destroyed. In this event, police services will be supported by the armed forces to ensure civil order is maintained in major cities and areas of dense population. Government registration bureaus will open up proportional municipal centres. You are urged to do this immediately.
That man's trying to read.
Just looking forward to getting changed and into bed. To sleep deeply throughout the night. Okay. So, first things first, I'm gonna put you into some pajamas. You can come and get into bed. It'll be a little bit different from your bed at home. That's good. Now you can sleep deeply. Deeply and fully until the lights come on in the morning and wake you up. Good night. Sleep tight.
In this new post-apocalyptic world, Stephen will meet actors playing characters who've been specifically created to bring out the best in him. Through them, he'll learn about bravery, making decisions, and compassion. That's courage, a brain, and a heart. And what you're about to witness will sometimes appear extreme, but I can assure you that during this entire process, our concern for Stephen's welfare is paramount. He's been vetted by an independent psychiatrist as being robust and mentally stable, and will be monitored at all times by an on-site psychiatrist and medical professionals. to ensure his physical, mental and emotional well-being are always intact.
Okay, are the actors' earpieces working?
All good, sir.
Okay, stand by everybody. We roll the emergency broadcast.
As you know, a state of emergency is in operation throughout the United Kingdom in the wake of the current global catastrophe.
And cue lights.
However, further challenges we now face as individuals and the nation are an unknown virus currently affects anyone in the refugee camp or constitutes an order of irrational behaviour, isolate them or quarantine them immediately. Safety assessment humans, the incubation period for this infection will be up to 3 days, although shorter infection cycles have been reported. Due to the threats of animal infection, do not try to bury or eat dead livestock or pets. Stay away from wild animals. To all further notice, birth or dead humans and animals. Probably all early symptoms are known, so remember, observations, it's been noted that once infected, an individual cannot be reasoned with. Both physical and mental faculties quickly shut and get out. If you believe someone to be infected, do not approach them. They're classified as highly dangerous and prone to extreme, horrible violent behaviours. It's known that the virus is spread through direct contact with the infected, through sweat, saliva and other bodily fluids. It is also believed that the infection can be spread through close proximity of airborne particles and things such as breath. They are highly contagious, do not suspect signs of infection. A. Assess the situation. Are there any others? Where is the nearest exit? F. Flee. Get away from the infected individual. And E. Escape. Get as far away as possible from the likely to be more. In no situation should you attempt to confront an infected individual. Do so to put yours and other people's lives at risk. If you think you have contacted the infected and you can get professionally handle the first opportunity, remember at all costs, safe. Attention please, attention please. This is an urgent government announcement. This is not a live broadcast. The footage you are about to see is some of the last known received through international news networks of the current global devastation. We'll be showing this throughout the broadcast. These are the facts. Meteorites collide with the planet, causing a level of destruction the likes of which we have never seen. It is understood that these impact events were caused after a large piece of the comet's total, 3 kilometres in size, fragmented upon entering the Earth's atmosphere and crashed into the surface of the planet to gather any and all supplies you can find. Bottled water, tin food and blankets are a necessity. Travel during the day, routes and find shelter at night. Head to any main roads in the outskirts of whichever city you are in. Look for and follow the marked and colour-coded routes that will lead to your interim safe zones. The red route in the north and east of the country, which leads to Scotland, and the yellow route in the south and west, which leads to Wales.
We urge you to be smart, and we urge you to be safe.
This is the final broadcast from the British Armed Forces through the communication relay at Emerald Communication Services. It has now been 14 days since a number of meteors hit the Earth. As you know, a state of emergency is in operation throughout the United Kingdom in the wake of the current global catastrophe. We are aware of growing reports of an unknown virus currently infecting a growing number of survivors at an alarming rate. Be advised, the theory is that an unknown organism carried on the rocks is the source of this current threat. If that in humans, the incubation period for this infection can be up to 3 days, although shorter infection cycles have been. To all further notice, burn all dead, human and animal. Observations, it's been noted that once infected, an individual cannot be reasoned with. If you believe someone to be infected, do not approach them. They're classified as highly dangerous and prone to extreme and uncontrollable violent behaviour, sweat, saliva and other bodily fluids. It is also believed that the infection can be spread through the close proximity of airborne particles and things such as breath. They're highly contagious. Do not touch them or let them touch you. If you think you have contacted the infected, alert a medical professional in your camp at the first opportunity. Remember, at all costs.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Leona, who are you?
See.
Are you sick? Are you infected?
I don't...
What colour wristband do you have?
Blue. Just open. What is going on?
Okay, Leona, remember you have to encourage him to take responsibility for you. So tell him your story.
Where did you come from?
I just woke up in the room.
What room?
The room back there.
Have you seen my mum?
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody. You're a nurse.
We were evacuated here after the meteor shower, and I wasn't feeling well, so my mum brought me here. All of a sudden, people started panicking. So I hid, and when I came out, they'd all gone and locked the place up.
What does the blue wristband mean? Do you know? What does it mean?
When you got brought here, they tested you, and if you were all right, they gave you a blue tag and you got to stay. But if they gave you a red tag, then you weren't okay, so they took you away.
Come with me. Come with me. We'll try and find a way out. Come on.
What do we do?
I don't know. I need to find my brother.
Leona? We're all set, so you can take him in.
Red tags. We need to leave. We need to leave. It's locked. Maybe there's a way out there. Is he okay?
Run!
There's an exit button. Go on, press it! Press it!
I hear something.
Get in the back! In the back! Fucking door! Get that door locked!
Close the door!
Close the door! Close that door! Get it! Get it out! Get it! Shut tight! Oh, Jesus, they're everywhere! Hold on! Damn it! The gearbox is jammed! Hold on!
Just hold on, just hold on!
Hold on the back! Hold on! Get up, you sons of bitches! My wheels are stuck! Hold on! Sit in. We're out in the infected area, okay? Sit down. Sit down. We've still got a bit to go. All right. My name's Ian. I'm a paramedic, okay? What's your name, son? Stevie. What's your name, darling? Leona. Right, okay. I'm sorry about the rash driving. Just had to get out the road with them, okay? But just chill right down now, and I'll explain everything as soon as I can. Come, guys. Just stand here, okay? Just stand right there and don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Right. Listen to me, we're gonna get you changed, all right? Because you can't wear that stuff in here because there's a high chance that it could be infected, all right? But don't worry about that. See, when you're in this compound, you're really, really safe in here, all right? Right.
Stephen needs some time to calm down and get used to the new safe surroundings of Ian's compound. He will, over the course of this weekend, experience events designed to make him reconsider the value of the life we know he takes for granted.
I'd love him to love me more, because sometimes I feel he doesn't love me.
The threat of the highly contagious infected.
An organism carried on the rocks
is the source of this current threat.
And the influence of his fellow survivors should make Stephen achieve new levels of courage, selflessness, leadership, and most of all, compassion. Back in the safe compound, Ian is laying out Stephen's options before him.
There's two routes out of England. There's the yellow route, which takes you to Wales, and there's the red route, which takes you to Scotland, and that's the route I'm taking. I'm going to Scotland, all right? They're going to be shutting the barriers to England within the next couple of days. Nothing comes out or in thereafter, all right? So that's it.
Ian.
So
can we send him to the message board, please?
Take a wee walk around the compound. In fact, see down there by the gate to the left-hand side? I call it the wonder wall. It's just a big wall. People that were passing through left messages for their families. So maybe you guys can have a wee look at that later on.
Okay.
All right?
your wall's down here. So if you just want to kind of, you can have a look there if you want to go and use the loo or both, and then just come in when you're ready.
Leona, can you give us more about how you haven't found your mum? I just want to see if he starts to look after you. Thank you.
Do you think there'll be something from my mum?
No.
Let's try that. Who are you looking for?
You're a brother.
I wish I had a brother. Stephen?
Yeah.
Until I find my mum, will you make sure I'm okay?
Sure.
Do you promise?
Yeah. I'll find your mum, don't worry.
Okay. That's you. You're safe. What does it say?
So they're all heading to the Brecon. I have to find out where that is.
Okay. Well, maybe Ian knows where it is.
Oh, hey. Not really. Told you. Probably in the first lot out to Wales.
Yeah.
Right, here's some soup for you just now.
Ian, can you take Leona outside? We want to give Stephen time to think.
So that's brilliant. So is it dated? Is there a date on it or anything like that?
Nothing, I can't see anything.
Yeah. What about you, Leona? How'd you get on, darling?
I couldn't see it there.
Have you looked all the whole board?
Not really.
Oh, good. Hold on. Stevie, sit down, mate. Take a load off, drink your soup. All right? There's more soup in that pot if you need it. Come on, I'll go with you and have a wee look, darling.
Tonight, the concluding part of a highly ambitious project. I've convinced Stephen from Buckinghamshire that a meteor strike has devastated the planet and he'll be forced to fight for his survival in the hope that he can discover the true value of his life. Stephen is not an actor and he has no idea he's taking part in a TV show. Welcome back to Apocalypse. Previously on Apocalypse. Stephen, like many people, has been leading a selfish, irresponsible life and taking everything for granted.
Stephen can act like a stroppy teenager still.
Why can't I watch something? I'd love him to love me more, because sometimes I feel he doesn't love me.
He's not trying hard enough to make the best of himself.
I don't think that I will change anything about my ways. I'm pretty sure that I just won't do it.
In an effort to help Stephen realise the value of the things he has, like his family, home and friends, I took them all away from him by creating the end of the world through a deadly meteor strike. Awaking in bleak post-apocalyptic hospital surroundings on his 22nd birthday, Stephen learned that the meteor strike brought with it a deadly and highly contagious virus.
It has now been 14 days since a number of meteors hit the Earth.
What is going on? Which left survivors threatened by the infected.
If they gave you a red tag, then you weren't okay.
Stephen also encountered Leona, an abandoned 14-year-old girl who's asked him to look after her. She's been planted there to try to bring out the sense of responsibility he lacks.
Come on, come with me. We'll try and find a way out.
In their attempt to escape the military hospital, they had their first encounter with the infected.
Red tags, we need to leave.
Stephen and Leona were rescued from the infected by Ian, a paramedic who worked on the military base and who represents decisive action and the leadership qualities Stephen needs to find.
There's two routes out of England. There's the yellow route, which takes you to Wales, and there's a red route, which takes you to Scotland, and that's the route I'm taking. I'm going to Scotland.
When we left him, Stephen had discovered that his family had been evacuated to Brecon in Wales. But with Ian and his ambulance heading for Scotland, he'll need to find another way of getting to them. In this final episode of Apocalypse, Stephen will face demanding challenges in his efforts to be reunited with his family. Although some of what you're about to witness will appear extreme, Stephen is being monitored at all times by a psychiatrist and medical professionals to ensure his mental, emotional and physical well-being are intact. And he's surrounded by actors with whom I'll be in constant contact through their hidden earpieces. I've created each character Stephen meets to bring out the best in him. The girl Leona and paramedic Ian are there to bring out his sense of responsibility and leadership. But according to his family, Stephen also needs to learn about compassion. So it's time to see if he has a heart. We join the new friends in the military base where they're sheltering while they're deciding what to do. Ian is explaining to Stephen that he's waiting for his wife Sarah to turn up before driving them to safety in Scotland.
I know the borders are closing. I promised her that I would wait here for her. I can't live without her.
Meanwhile, Stephen has just found Brecon, where his family have been evacuated, on the map. They have only 2 days before the borders to Wales and Scotland are closed.
I need to get to Brecon.
You mean Brecon in Wales? That the yellow route?
Yeah, the yellow route.
Right. So what are you thinking, guys? How are you thinking of getting there?
Should we take the van?
I need that van. Nice try, though. Come up with something. How can you get there? You walk, and there's loads of infected people out there. All right? It's bloody scary, okay?
Ian, it's time to introduce the existence of the shortwave radio in another building outside of the fence.
Look, I think I know where you could find a shortwave radio.
Could we call someone on that?
You could use it to send out a signal on the emergency frequency. There's only one problem though. It's outside the compound. I'd gone there before, but I just stopped going because there's too many infected people.
What do you think we should do, Stephen?
We've got to get there and try and contact someone, really, haven't we?
You going?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
What you got to do if you encounter infected people? No eye contact, no contact at all, no touch, nothing. You go into stealth mode if you see them. You freeze. If they start getting agitated at all, you freeze, okay? They will calm down again. And when they've calmed down, very, very tiny footsteps to get away.
Up for this?
Yeah, yeah.
Doing it? All right. Go! Run! Run! Run!
Who are you? What are you doing here? Okay, I've been here 2 days, alright? Okay, I'm blue, alright? I've been here.
Who are you?
My name's Danny. Who are you? What have you been saying? What have you been saying?
We're on the other side of the compound. Why are you in the middle of an infected area?
I was out, I was looking for stuff, I was looking for something to eat. I came out, I missed the evacuation. And then I've been in here for 2 days.
When were you tested?
Just before the evac, 3-4 days ago. I'm clean. Okay? Look at me. Well, how come you didn't...
You just stay there. I'm on for a CB.
CB ready?
Yes, I think there's one here.
I don't think...
That's a very job,
No, well, I'll come with you. I'll come with you, right? Come on, look. You kicked my door in, it's not safe here.
Ian, let Stephen decide. Just want to see if he takes pity on Danny.
Stay there. Keep an eye on him. Do you want him with us?
I haven't got anything here, right? I haven't got any water, I haven't got any food left.
Can't leave him. What? Can't leave him.
Right.
You want to take him with us? Gonna have to.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea, alright?
You're lucky. You're lucky he's a nice guy. I'd leave you here.
Okay, Ian, the ambulance is now out of action. You've lost your one chance to get to Scotland with Sarah. You're going to start to shut down now.
Fucking hell!
Ian? Steve? Who's he?
This is Danny. Somebody we've run along. Wish to Christ we hadn't.
I don't understand. Where's the ambulance?
Don't even talk to me about the ambulance. God knows how I'm going to get to Scotland now. We'll just get back to the shelter, all right?
Jesus Christ, is he always like this?
Who are you?
Danny. How you doing? What's your name?
Leona.
Yeah, evac one.
Evac 1.
Evac 1.
Are we going to get a message out?
I'll try and get a message out.
What?
What's that, mate? What's that?
That?
What is that?
It's a scratch.
How'd you get that?
Climbing through a window at the comms base.
You think I'm stupid?
What?
That is not a scratch with glass.
That is a scratch
That's
with
a
glass.
scratch with fingernails. What? Are you infected?
Oh, hang on.
Are you
Please,
infected?
look. No! I climbed through a window, I broke the pane of glass in the window, right? And then there was a bit jagged, I smashed it off, climbed through and I brushed my arm against it.
You're out of here!
You can't just chuck him out there.
Bloody brain's going. I'm just going to like, just leave me alone, all right?
That's great, Ian. Just stand back. Stephen is starting to take charge. That's great. Right now, Stephen's attempting to make contact with Emerald Communications, the Army HQ, to see if the group can be airlifted to safety.
If there's anybody out there, please respond. This is Stephen Brosnan with 3 other people here. We have a 14-year-old girl, her name's Leona. I have Danny here with me too, and I've got Ian. If there's anybody out there, please respond. Hello, if there's anybody out there, please respond. This is Stephen Brosnan. I need to get back to my family. Please respond, we're in need of help, thank you.
Ian, will you go and make your video diary now for Sarah, your wife? We just need Stephen to remember that you've been waiting for her to come.
Do not touch.
What's that?
It's like a wee video diary I do, in case I leave and Sarah turns up. I know it's daft and all that sort of stuff, but it's just good to put your feelings down sometimes. Hello, darling, it's me. I'm really desperate to see you. I've got 2 days left before they shut the border down, and I don't know what I'll do if you don't turn up. I need you sorted in my bed, eh?
What's the point? How are we going to sleep?
Oscar Zulu.
Oscar Zulu. Fucking hell.
Come in, do you read? Oscar Zulu. Come in, do you read?
This is Vac 1, over.
Oscar Zulu, come in, do you read? Over.
This is Vac 1 here, Vac 1, reading loud and clear, over.
Copy. Can you give me your names? Repeat, can you give me your names?
Roger, my name is Ian Jackson, and we have Stephen.
Stephen Brosnan.
Stephen Brosnan.
Danny Cooper.
Leona Doherty.
Is that all read over?
Brosnan?
Yeah.
Stephen Brosnan.
Yes.
Is your mother Jacqueline Brosnan?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Your family here are safe?
Yes!
Do you read me? Your family are safe?
Yeah, I hear you.
We will send a helicopter at 1600 hours. We will not wait. Please be ready. Do you read?
We read, yes.
We'll be ready.
Thank you. Over and out.
Over and out. Thank you very much. Yes! We're going to be saved again. Oh, I think that calls for a wee celebration. Yeah. Crack open that.
That is
a
brilliant.
wee bottle of beer.
Enjoy it while you can. Tomorrow is another day.
Oh,
that's good.
Does that taste good?
Oh, God, that tastes good. Stephen.
Oh, fuck.
So it's coming up 4/1600.
Yeah.
guess we should get everything ready, sorted by at least, what, past?
Right, yeah.
I guess you want to, like, make a big, use the sheets or something, make a "We Are Here" sign or something like that. Just get a big, maybe SOS or something. Like,
good idea.
Land here, we are here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we should get this set up.
All right, what do we want to do?
We'll start with the here, I guess.
All right.
And then we'll curve round.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, time to send her in.
Stephen?
Yeah?
There's someone there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Get back.
What's that? Someone there.
Come with me, Stephen, come with me. You just
stay back. What are you doing?
Ian!
Sit.
Ian!
Sarah!
Ian!
Sarah!
Ian!
I told you she would come!
Shush.
I told you she would come!
Shush!
Sarah!
Shush!
Sarah!
Ian!
Hold on, darling. Sarah, you okay, darling? I knew you would come. Did I say she would come? I told you you would come. What's here? What?
Just calm down.
Ian, I knew you'd wait for me.
Sarah!
Ian!
Sarah!
No, don't come any closer.
Come on. What's the matter? No, no, God, no! No! Sarah! Sarah! No!
Don't go towards her.
You look at me. Look at me. Right? This is my decision, okay? Right? You've got to get them out of here. Okay? Okay? And you're going to take them. You're going to get them out of here for me. You hear me? You hear me? Now you come back. They need you more than I need you. Just go. Okay? Stand there. You're the man. You're going to take care of him, and you're going to go and see your mum, and you're going to change your life. You're going to change your life, okay? You get on the helicopter, do you hear me? Stephen, here your tickets. It's down to you now, mate. You've got to do it. You can do it. You can do it. You hear me? You can do it. Sarah, you stay there. Come here.
Okay, Danny, Leona, just step back from this now. Let's see if Stephen takes control.
It's fine, fine. Let's get this sorted. Right, we've got this set up, yeah? What do we need now? We need an open space for this helicopter to land. Right, you with me, Danny? You all right? Can't you need to be strong too, all right?
All right. All right.
We're going to be all right, aren't we?
Of course we are, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be fine.
Why did Ian go?
He wanted to be with his wife. God knows I didn't want him to go. I didn't even thank him for all that he's done.
Does that mean Ian's infected now?
Ian's gone. Ian's gone now.
So who's in charge now?
Me, I guess. It's me. Do you want to make your video first, or?
Okay. Sit back there.
Leona, that's great. He's suggesting you make a video for your family, in case you don't make it. Make sure you tell them that you're going to be the best person you can possibly be.
Hi, Mum. It's B. I just want to let you know how much I love you. I appreciate everything you do for me. And I don't think I tell you that enough. I just wanted to let you know that I found someone who helped me out a lot. His name's Stephen. And if I'm honest, I don't think I would have gotten this far without him. I'm sorry I haven't been all that helpful. But I promise when I see you again, I'll help out more. I'm gonna be the best possible person I can be. Love you.
Mayday, Mayday, we're looking for a helicopter pickup at evac 1. If there's anybody out there, please respond. We have 2 males and 1 14-year-old female. Please respond.
Danny, we're holding the helicopter. I want to give Stephen a bit more time to think things through.
Just can't wait to get back and see my family and then just start over, I guess.
Second chance.
Second chance, yeah. You realise you're just wasting the life you got. Can't believe it. That's in the past, isn't it?
What?
It's in the past.
It is.
Okay, Derren, do we go on the klaxon?
Let's go, klaxon.
What's that? Holy shit! What do we do? What do we do? Helicopter?
Thank you, helicopter.
They're just there, It's the helicopter.
Where?
I can hear it, I can hear it.
All right. Well.
What do we do?
What do we do?
They're not in, hold on.
Okay. Slowly.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Slowly.
Oh my.
Ignore the SOS. You are landing outside the compound and away from the infected. That is outside the compound. Thank you.
This is great! Hey! How are we going to get to that? How are we going to get to that? Jesus Christ!
Okay, Danny, let's see if Stephen is brave enough to distract them while you two run through.
One of us can distract them there, we can run past them, and then whoever's left has to, like, run round past them. I'll get Leona there. Go.
Okay, Danny, run to the helicopter. Leona, you're too scared, so you run and hide in that gatehouse. Leona, he can't see you. You need to get back to the base. Go back to the base, Leona.
Why don't you run?
I couldn't. There were too many of them. I'm sorry.
Right. Can you not run? Can you not go for it? Oh, what can we do?
Can't we just wait until they've gone?
There's no time, the helicopter's gonna go.
Get the helicopter and then bring the helicopter back into the compound, yes? And they can then, yeah. So, Leona, tell Stephen to get into the helicopter and bring it back into the compound to pick you up. You are too scared to run through the infected.
I can't leave. I'm too scared. But you can. You can run and get them
I'm
to
not
land in
leaving
here.
you.
If I stay here, I'll lock myself in. I'll be safe. But please, you can. If you just go to the chopper, you can get them to land here. I don't want to run through them. I can't do it. Please.
Stay here. Right, as long as it's safe. I'll try and come back.
Okay.
I'm not leaving Leona! What do you mean?
Leona's still inside!
Hang on, what?
Leona's still inside! She wouldn't go with you! You fucking left her!
I didn't mean, I lost her, man, I lost her! Alright, so what do we do?
Try and lure them out!
I'm not that guy, alright? I'm not that guy who goes back. I can't do it, alright? You are, alright? I know that, okay? I'm selfish. I always have been. I always will be. I just don't have a heart. And you do. I'm never going to change, mate. Look at me. Go and save her.
I'm sorry, mate, there are too many infected. If you go back, you're on your own.
It's
mental. Zombies mental. Zombies going mental.
Stay inside!
Safe.
I'm a bit tired. Just went out for a jog. I just want my mum to know that I love her. I just mean say love. I do absolutely love you. Dad, you've always been too kind to me. You've always helped me out. You've always been relaxed, and you always tried to make me smile. Barry, God, he used to beat the crap out of me when I was younger. But we're like best friends now. He's taken me down the pub. We'll have a chat. Carly? You always try to understand what I'm talking about. You always try to get interested, even though I think you're being sarcastic in most of the things I'm interested in.
Are you okay?
Yeah, good. You alright?
Thank you.
It's alright, yeah, don't worry about it. As long as we're safe. For now.
Yeah, but you came back for me.
I told you I wasn't going to leave you. I like to stick to what I said.
Okay, Leona, you've only got one option now, which is to walk to Wales. This is a big journey for you both.
It's a big journey. How long do you think it will take?
Maybe 2 days. I need to get there before the border shuts, so probably walk it fast.
Do you think we'll need a weapon?
You got me, ain't you?
Okay, Leona, we have cleared the compound of infected, so when you come out, remember to turn left at the gate. Thank you. Well done.
Are you ready?
Yeah. When I woke up, I thought it was just some really, really intense dream, and I think the one thing I wanted to do was just to go downstairs and see my family, and when I saw them, it was just the biggest relief. I saw my mum, I just wanted to hug her and not let go. I've never been more relieved and happy. I had this love for them that I've never really felt before.
Go in there, go in the living room a minute.
When I walked into the living room and saw Derren, it was a different kind of relief. Just knowing that it was real and it wasn't a dream, and those emotions that I felt were real, it was reassuring.
Now listen, the dream you had, it wasn't a dream, right? It did happen, but it was set up for a good reason, right? You've learned a huge amount. A lot of things have changed in you. And the point of it, every second of it, was to let you find those changes. It's still you, it's just the best possible Stephen Brosnan. Feel good?
Feels great.
Oh,
happy birthday, big guy. Happy birthday.
All right. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
It's Leanna, isn't it? Yeah. Jordan. Jordan,
yeah.
Your name. So how old are you then?
22. I'm actually older than you.
I can see a determination in him that wasn't there before.
He's more driven, he's more confident. He'll go through life thinking, I'm going to better myself. And I think this will be a great help for him, yeah.
It's been a month since your little adventures. How's it been for you? How's the last month been?
Yeah, it's been really good. I've been feeling a lot better about life and the way things are going now.
And you're the only person that can really answer this. Has it really changed you?
Oh yeah, of course. It's made me feel a lot more confident. I feel like now I'm more engaged with life, and I feel like I can actually take more chances now without the fear of failing. I look back at myself and the way I was. I realised it's just wasting the days and lazing around in front of the TV and just not doing anything with my life.
For the family generally, there's been a change, do you think?
I don't think we've ever been closer as a family, to be honest. I just couldn't believe the efforts that they would go to just to try and help me out. It was a really great feeling.
Pleased that it's all over?
Pleased, happy, relieved.
Excellent. That you're safe?
Yes, safe, yeah, of course.
Excellent. Excellent.